Hello, I am a mom, a working mom, a tired mom, a human being with feelings and thoughts and desires to be seen and hide at the same time. And maybe you can relate to this quandary of both wanting to retreat and emerge simultaneously, like a tortoise on a sunny day by the riverside. I don't know who this personality is that's coming out right now, but I've been daydreaming about just doing a little off the cuff series from bed. You can't see it, but I'm lounging on bed right now. Lounging on bed and coming up with fantastic idioms, such as lounging on bed. But anyway, here I am. I'm just not letting myself get over lounging on bed. Maybe that's what this series will be called, Lounging on Bed, because that's fully my intention, to lounge and to share a little bit. I feel like I've been wanting to go out to these open mics at night, deep in the dark hours of night, past 9 p.m. Oh, so late. And I did go to one and I literally got sick the next day. But I swear, it's because these effing mics at these open mics, it's like everyone's like, and I was at this open mic, which was quite the experience. It was like a very small room, and it was my first one. I didn't understand that people come for their open mics, and if they're free, they just leave and go to the next open mic, so they don't stick around for your set. I was like, I'm gonna be number 5 because then I'll have more of an audience. No, 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 no. I had less of an audience. And regardless, I think there was this like incel dude who was a few numbers before me, and I did heckle him. So, good for me, but and bad for him, but also like bad for him. He like opened up with a joke about how he'd been broken up with recently, and I was like, I wonder why. To which he said, "Give me a break, lady." And I was like, yes. I'm doing God's work. In any case, I think he made me sick. I think he loaded the mic up with a terrible viral load, and then I inhaled it with my potty mouth when I was making my potty jokes on the potty mic, as one does as a stand-up comedian. But then I got sick the next day. I also have a small child, and she is a vector of contagion. But I got sick, and of course, I probably got sick from my kid, but also the incel guy at the open mic, and I didn't sleep well because I was out. I was out late beyond the hours of 9 p.m., and my immune system couldn't hack it, so then I was hacking. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna sniffle throughout this. I'm not sorry. But I am sorry. I'm mostly sorry for myself because being sick sucks, and I've been sick a lot because sleep, etc., has been challenging, but I'm on the mend. And I think part of being on the mend is embracing that I want to be a lie down comedian. I want to be a lie down creator, comedian, human being on this planet. Listen, I work 100% remote as a software engineer, and many days I work from my bed. I work from this bed. So I'm like, why can't I work as a creator from this bed? Why can't I make a little video about energy and time and sustainability and burnout all in the comfort of my bed? And I think there's a couple things I really want to share. First I want to say, like, thank you for listening if you've made it into this video, because I will not be editing this series. I will be recording from bed and maybe getting some captions in the video and then hitting upload. Because I just want to get in the momentum of creating, and I feel so alive when I create, and I feel like maybe you resonate with me. I really have been enjoying listening to other creators simply speak freely about their lives and the mental obstacles that they overcome and the physical, like all the obstacles that they overcome just to create, and how so much of modern life is engineered to keep us feeling like we are not powerful and that we cannot create, but we can create so much, so much. And in this era, it's so ironic how and paradoxical how there are all these like economic and political pressures that make us feel so powerless. And yet there are so many technological advances that can empower us to express ourselves. And I know there's a lot of nuance there. I'm not going to break it down perfectly. And yeah, I just want to share that I've been feeling so inspired by creators who just off the cuff show up like this and talk about their lives and how creativity shows up or doesn't show up and how they're just creating anyway. So, like pull up a seat, pour yourself some tea, get parasocial with me. Like, oh, I feel so cringe saying that, but it's true. Like, there is something I love when a creator I love uploads a video and I get an activity partner for washing the dishes. And it's like they may just be talking about how they slept in and they're having a hard time making something, but they're finding ways to do it. And in that, just like hearing someone's thought process about how they're getting it done anyway and they're living their life anyway and like they just can't be stopped, it makes me feel like I can't be stopped. And it's like, I don't want to do these dishes, but I'm doing the dishes because you're here with me. And now here we are with clean dishes and a story told and a story heard. And yeah, so that's really my intention behind creating these videos is to connect with you in a moment, or maybe you're going on a walk or washing the dishes or finishing up some chores after your kid's gone to bed or whatever, your dog is asleep. I don't know. I don't really know you, possibly. I may know you, but I just think that's a really cool thing about YouTube in particular is that you can see intimately behind the curtain of someone's mind and their lives. And yeah, you may not really know them. And I guess the reason the parasocial joke made me cringe earlier is because I feel like there's a lot of discourse around how parasocial relationships are wrong or something. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't dug too deep into it because the parasocial aspect of it really never bothered me. I was never annoyed or like disturbed by the fact that, yeah, when I watch a TV show, and also to say, like, I think I intuitively understood what parasocial relationships were before social media as an elder millennial. I don't even know if I'm an elder millennial. I feel like everyone turns 30 and they become a millennial. Also that. I'm 37. But my sister's 42 and she calls herself a geriatric millennial. So I don't know, I guess you turn 40 and become geriatric millennial. I know that's not how generations work, but let me just say this Gen Z generation, I heard a British creator talk about Gen Z and say they fully said Gen Z. I was like, my Canadian ass was like, someone said it. Someone said Z after Gen. It sounds like a name, a terrible name, Gen Z. Oh my god, did you see what Gen Z was wearing? Okay, whoever's watching this is getting the full unfiltered ADHD version of moi. I don't even know. Can we go back to the thread I had begun to unravel? I think it was about parasocial relationships. Yeah. It never bothered me. I never felt disturbed by it. And I think it's because like early in my childhood, I would like fall in love with, different TV characters, and I felt like I was close to them in certain ways and they taught me things. Like I remember when we immigrated to Canada and I really wanted to learn how to not have an Indian accent. I fully wanted to just assimilate and I studied Friends. Just so sad. But that's what happened. And I studied in particular Chandler's character because I was like, everybody likes Chandler. Why does everybody like Chandler? Because he's funny and self deprecating. and you don't know where he's from based on how he's speaking. And here I am. Okay, well, it's all true. It's all true. Um, but yeah, it never disturbed me because I guess I was just like, if I really needed someone, I had other people in my life, and it's always felt easy for me to make real friends. But maybe parasocial relationships are damaging if those are the only ones you have. Like, there's a story in my family of one of my great grandmothers who suffered from like a type of dementia in her later years, and she would watch the TV and think that they were her next door neighbors, and she would like gossip to the family about like, you should have seen what they were doing. And it's like, well, we all know you were watching a soap opera, but the people would talk to her. I wasn't alive at the time, obviously. No, no, whatever. Um, but that was also a parasocial relationship, and she didn't have the cognitive filters or muscles or whatever to discern the real from the TV. So, where am I going with this? Yeah, discernment. Discernment makes it all okay. Um, Gosh, this has been a chaotic introduction to my lie down comedian series. If you've made it this far, I want you to know that I am going to be challenging myself to upload one video a day for the rest of August. And yeah, maybe I'll give myself like a day or two off, but I don't even want to. I want to do this. I want to get into the momentum of just creating every single day. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me. And I'm going to learn so much about myself doing this. And I'm going to hopefully learn about you if you feel like leaving me a comment or just sending me some positive thoughts through the ether. And I wish you a beautiful day. Mwah.